Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, we are finally getting sort of a relaxing episode with this show where we don't have to meet a whole bunch of people that are just complete, you rude and wanting to start a fight at any given time with our main character. Um, it's nice to see that there's some people out there that generally need help, and our character can help them without being completely judged for some false accusations that he's already been charged with. Uh, when it comes down to just having the name, the shield hero, even bandits themselves can use that as a getaway strategy to be like, oh, well, the shield hero is the reason why we're here in jail, so do you guys really want to keep us in here? Because the shield hero is not trustworthy, and stuff like that is easily passed off because that's just how people would see it. They'd be like, oh, well, the king, a whole entire kingdom doesn't like that guy, and we're gonna follow his, like, we're gonna let him follow the rules or whatever. Nah, bruh. We're gonna take him out. So, of course, we're still getting some really, like, annoying people, like, that's just like the bandits, really. Um, but overall, this episode turned out to be pretty dope. We pretty much were just on a mission to get our new team member some clothes that won't actually get destroyed as soon as she transforms, and then when she untransforms, she's practically naked. So, well, she is naked. So what the heck just happened? Oh, it was his foot. So it was cool to see that that was something that was really their goal, and somehow, some way, they were going to complete it. So I appreciate that aspect. Not to mention, excuse me, I just woke up. Not to mention that once we see a lot of these characters in battle, we really can see who almost does the most now during the battle, and that would be our birded friend, who is absolutely a savage, man. Holy crap. We get to see what a chimera looks like in this art, and by God, did he look scary. And he even had, I think lightning is more of an extra trait that they usually give those monsters, because sometimes they have fire, because um, sometimes they're supposed to be able to breathe fire. But I don't know if this was a true chimera because it didn't have the goat thing. Um, Usually there's three different types of animals on it. It's a goat, the snake, and then the lion's head. So I don't know what the heck this thing was overall in reality, if it is something that is actually the same. It's like in the same subspecies, I'm guessing. But with it being able to use lightning and having our newest member being able to pretty much catch it before it even did the lightning, it could pretty much just tell that that was its next technique by all of it that was coming off. So it goes to show you that she has either she has like an animal instinct where if she was in that situation and she saw electric, she just wouldn't want to be there, and that's more of a reason why she did what she did. Or it comes down to more of a knowledge base. Like, she knows monsters, so for some reason, I mean, she was hatched not long ago, so it would be weird that she has information just on random monsters already built into her brain. But like I said, that could just be the natural thing of a monster and monster connection, which the demi-humans wouldn't understand as well because they're part human, and I think they lose some of that animal instincts as this girl did. As uh, our big fluffy, our big fluffy savior this week. She is pretty broken, actually. Like the flying kick that she does this week, the saving our shield hero from electricity, all the way down to actually pretty much finding out that she's a wind elemental, so she can also conjure up tornadoes and stuff like that. So very, very helpful teammate. When it came down to the raccoon or our demi-human girl, she's actually like she's super helpful, but she's getting kind of outplayed, and even she knows it in the sense of cuteness. I guess she thinks that he thinks the the newest girl is the cutest because of all the work they put in just to get her an outfit, and then when they get her the outfit, she's all smiling about it. So that made, of course, our main girl jealous a little bit, or at least question if she needs to get something cute on. Not to mention, they pretty much summed up all the relationships in this week, or they tried to, in the sense of they're like, okay, well, I'm your master, like I don't see you as my daughter or anything. And then when they came down to the demi-human, he's like, oh yeah, that's like she's kind of like my daughter or something. But the best part is like, it doesn't really matter though, right? And she just, our main girl was not feeling that, man. She really wants to be, I don't even think she knows what she wants to be. I just think she knows she wants to be something more than whatever he ever gives her as a title. So we'll see where that ends up going. I mean, I can understand if there's some type of love between them, but at the same time, he has to leave, so it wouldn't be like the love would last forever. So I'm really interested to see what that whole entire end game is for that, because like the king said, if they finish all the waves, they can get out. But the problem is, even if they finish all the waves, um, can you trust the king? Like, all this deceitful stuff he's already done, why are we trusting this man? Why are you running? You know what I mean? Like, all of these things, we should be asking questions like, why would he do this in the first place? And if he does let them go, why didn't he explain to him how he would let them go? Like, it feels a little bit too obvious that this guy is crooked. And if he is crooked, we pretty much are gonna have to watch our backs even after the waves are over. And another thing that this show does really well, slash did really well this week, because I mean this is the first time it's done it, but at the same time it did it so well, I can see them doing it more often, is keeping us in the loop with characters that are pretty much doing the same thing as him, but in their own way. And not to mention, they have to continue to, or not, they don't have to, but they continuously go out and build up their legends of themselves. When, the shield hero's out there doing whatever he's doing, now we're hearing rumors of what the other guys are doing, and I like that. The sword hero went out and fought a dragon. The spear hero went out and saved a village. And now we're looking at the person who's really questionable is the bow guy, who supposedly people are saying has gone to another country's resistance and maybe working for them. So it's stuff like that that makes the show even a little bit more enticing, to know that every character is doing something. It's like the new video games where the developers are like, oh yeah, once you get on this game, NPCs have jobs and they have to go places and be somewhere. That's what it kind of feels like. Because in shows, they can just literally tell us at the end, or like when everything's getting hype, when they all show up together, what did you do when all this time that's passed? Oh, I did this, that, and other. Nah, like, we're getting that information now. And then if they do want to do that, they still can, because it'll be like the characters actually learning from each other what they did, instead of just the rumors that was spread about them. But yeah, this week was definitely a freaking hunt. We started out getting attacked by bandits, pretty much not even needing to do much against them, because I mean, come on, it's the Shield Hero and his broken team of amigos. So there's no way some normal bandits were about to come in and actually put up a fight good enough to take out the Sword Hero and his squad. I mean, I just didn't see it happening in my own opinion. But if it did, it did, and it really didn't. It was the quickest thing. It was over in a hurry. So that was awesome. Tied him up, made them give him stuff instead of just going in and taking it himself. So it's like they were offering it to him. Very, very crazy stuff with this show, because he can live his life really however he wants, the way he's been treated, and the way that he's probably going to continue to be treated by certain people until they see a certain side of him. I think we're in for a show of redemption for just the overall characters that aren't even the main guys. So I enjoy that aspect of allowing these guys who have completely taken advantage of a good character and allow them to start to, understand he's not that bad of a guy and actually help him out. I mean, there's a handful of people already in the kingdom that will do that. It's just they aren't all like that. So he could easily get to that level where all people in the village are at least respecting him. I mean, we literally got the king getting called out for cheating and doing all these things, but we didn't need the king to be called out because all of the civilians and all the citizens, they already knew. They saw it. They live with magic, Like, this is a normal occurring thing to them, and you're telling me that they didn't see this girl standing out on the battlefield and cast a spell. Like, come on, bruh. So, aspects like that of the show really are starting to shine, in my opinion, and show us just where all of it could lead somebody, or where all of it can completely mess up someone's interpretation of how he's being treated. And because of that, I feel like he's always going to have this chip on his shoulder that even if it gets removed, he's still going to be like, well, you remember when you treated me like this and that? Like, there's no way he's letting some of the stuff go. And that's another reason why I like his character. He seems like a very get even type of guy, if you would say. If he has the chance to get even with you, he probably will. And I can't wait to see what happens with his overall story. But until then, guys, I hope you guys enjoy your night, evening, day, whatever the case it is when you're watching this. I am the Anime G. I will talk to you in the next one. And I hope that there's some good stuff later tonight, and I'll drop it. I've been seeing a lot of animes taking breaks, like random breaks and stuff. So if there isn't anything coming up tonight, I apologize, and I will get to you as soon as something new comes out. So with that, everybody, I hope you have an awesome one. Your boy, the Anime G, is probably going to be relaxing this week. I feel like I've been grinding on this channel for so long now. But it feels good, and I'm gonna just take a quick relaxer today, chill back, relax, and see what happens. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna keep grinding, and I will for sure talk to you tomorrow. So with that, peace.